Get straight to the point. The revelation of knowing what relationships to keep versus the relationships that keep you. Oh, when I tell you that revelation is so profound. All too often we find ourselves in relationships, the ones we swore we were in love with these people. We find ourselves keeping these relationships. We find ourselves holding on to these people. When whole time the relationship was toxic to begin with. Whole time it was a trauma bond. Whole time you shouldn't have been keeping it in the first place. Whole time you wasn't keeping it, it was keeping you. Whole time. We don't realize that these toxic trauma bonds, codependent relationships, when we are not in a healed mental state, they do a work on our brain to the point where we actually think that it's a relationship worth keeping. When whole time the relationship is doing something to you that is keeping you from acknowledging who the fuck you are, keeping you from seeing the bullshit that's being done right in front of you, keeping you from seeing your full potential outside of this relationship, outside of the relationship that you just can't seem to get on the outside of because the relationship is keeping you. We gotta understand that there's a grave difference. And I say grave because it could sometimes mean the difference in life or death. We gotta understand the difference in the relationships worth keeping versus the relationships that are keeping us.